I don't vibrate on the same frequency anymore. I just don't. And that's good because, you know, as we get older, we can't stay like this forever. And I feel like you leveling up King of Cups, which is awesome, proud of you, boo-boo, is making this person feel angry, upset, like you're abandoning them, or you don't love them as much anymore because you're like, I don't know, it's very young energy, but like panicky, and it's almost like making it about things that aren't at all what it's about. But it's like a childish energy that personalizes things. It's very unhealed. And it's not about you. It's not about of course this person cares about you. Otherwise they wouldn't have been here, and it wouldn't be such a big deal. This is extreme codependency though, and it's not fair. That is very unhealthy. That's obsession. That's not love. That's asking somebody to abandon their happiness just so that you could feel slight comfort when it's not even real. It's because it's not healed. And it's enabling, you know, as much as you might want to be enabled, because that's your comfort zone, and you don't have an interest maybe in hiring your frequency. Either you do or you don't, it doesn't matter. This person does. They want more for their life, and if you love them, you'd be happy for them. But no, look, Magician in reverse, y'all. And it's because they don't want to see somebody shine. Okay, well then you're not a very good friend. You're letting your ego and your fears and your come before what is blatantly, obviously, a healthy decision for this person. And this person has likely done a lot for you. This is not probably an easy thing for this person, and it should be celebrated. In a family that wants the best, or in a friend, or in a partner, or whatever it is, that wants good for this masculine. If you go as far as to try to be a magician in reverse, then, you know, unfortunately it's going to be a much more painful exit. It can't be like that, man. You can't run after this person and beg them to stay and, like, you know, do the whole breakdown, tantrum, whole, no. This is adult life. That's not, we're not there anymore, man. But I feel like this person is, they can't control it. It's compulsive, and their ego does come before. They can't help it. Because this could be somebody that has, like, you know, narcissism, and they're very childish, and they don't have self-reflection. They don't do that because they can't handle, you know, the feelings. It's too much, and they don't have the patience, and yeah, they do put their burdens on other people, even if they know that it's not the best for them. They prioritize, like, this is somebody that would prioritize their comfort zone first before this masculine. That is not okay. Yeah. Somebody's got to put boundaries up. They got to fight for themselves. Against this lack mentality, this procrastinating energy, because they're going to do this. It's one of those things. It's like when you take your child to preschool for the first time, y'all. All right? It's hard for both of them, okay? It's hard for the parents. It's hard, especially, I'd imagine, the mom and the little boy or the little girl. And let's just say it's a scared one, okay? Very, very scared, very nervous, very attached to the parent, and truly, like, terrified, like, actually. But you know that that's what needs to happen, you know, or they need to get a shot, and, you know, I know it doesn't feel like it, but it's better for both of you, because this can't be enabled as a grown woman. This can't. It's not acceptable. And you're not showing up even somewhat like true supportive or healthy for this King of Cups. So why do you feel entitled to have him live for you? Like, what? No. This is gonna make him lower, like, this is gonna keep him in an infantile state, like, just because you don't want to face your demons, or because you are codependent and you don't have empathy before your ego. Yeah. And look, there's a counterpart here. Yeah, see, this person found somebody that is meant for him. It's like a fated connect. This is, yeah, you can't. There's no way. That is so, I mean, yeah. That's so selfish and wrong. In this masculine, they're going to have to be that strong mother or father that leaves that classroom and says, you're going to be fine, hon. Don't cry. I'm leaving now. No. Pulls her up, pulls the kid off. All right, have a good day. I believe in you, you know. And, you know, when the guy gets to the car, he's crying. He feels bad. But it's like, and you're both going to be sad. But, like, this person is in a balance. Like, they deserve love. They deserve love. They deserve a counterpart. This is a blessing. This is good for them. So many great things are going to come out of this. And if they stay around your energy, because you are who you hang around, y'all, unfortunately. Yeah. And unfortunately, if you're around somebody that is okay with vibrating at this frequency and expects you to put their needs before yours because they can't handle it, because they're not ready to let you go, but for what reason? It's not benefiting this King of Cups and their happiness or their growth. Yeah. Some people can't stay in the devil reverse energy. Yeah. They got to get out of this horrible headspace, this dark headspace. Yeah, see, being around this energy, for somebody whose soul is like yearning for growth and emotional fulfillment, especially if they met this person already. Oh my God, yeah, no. You can't miss out on that kind of love. There's no way. And this is not the environment that can have that. This is the environment for love bombing and manipulation and, yeah, and tempting and destructive behavior and competitiveness and unfaithfulness and, yeah, no. Non-committal energy and no morals. Not going to work. Exactly. And they're going to have to throw a fit. And if they can't handle it, you know, they might need to go stay for 72 hours and get, you know, evaluation, whatever needs to happen. But, yeah, this is a misaligned collaboration here. Somebody wants a long-term commitment with a balanced, equal, fair exchange. And that has somebody feeling trapped. That is not a normal feeling to have. You're being abused. And I know this person is too childish to hear that shit, and they also just don't care. At least not compared to what they think they need from this King of Cups. I don't know if this is their mother, you know, a codependent friend, girlfriend, you know, whatever it is. It's somebody that they need to take some space. Because they're holding them back from their happiness, and that is like so not okay. Because like when you love somebody, even if you feel that way, you keep that shit to yourself and you cry about it later in your room by yourself, and you figure that shit out by yourself, and you tell that King of Cups, have the most beautiful connection, don't fuck it up. And really, like, I know I wasn't able to have that with you, or I wasn't able to, you know, make you feel confident in that, but I want you to. Screw everything happened here. I care about your needs. And if that's what is going to make you happy, which it will, according to Spirit, very emotionally fulfilled. Very, in a healthy way. then you tell him, go. Otherwise, you're demonic. You're gonna have to go somewhere for a second, and that's okay. It's okay. You know, some of us, you know, if you have like MPD or if you have, you know, BPD or whatever, it's like, you know, that's okay. But it's not okay if you think that in any world this person needs to now like live for you. No way. There needs to be a hard boundary here. Yeah. Somebody feels like they made the wrong choice, like this lacked foresight, this was a bad plan, because somebody's very immature, not willing to learn anything new. Very immature. We're getting pages, yeah, man, this is somebody who, like, they know, like, it's blatantly obvious that this person is their counterpart, and it's like you'd think that would be like, you'd be so excited for him. No, not whoever this is. I don't know if this is their mom. God help. If this is your mom, I'm so sorry, hon. Hopefully not. But whoever it is, it doesn't matter. Somebody that's very close to you and has conditioned you to be scared to leave them. Like, probably actually scared. They probably literally threaten to do weird shit. And that's okay. That is not your burden to bear. And if you feel like this person is in danger, you call someone, okay? And then you head out and go be happy. Go be happy, babe. All right, go get her. Go get that ass, dude. Yeah, I know that this person's gonna be sad, but it's not about you that they're sad about. They're sad about their fear. They're sad about their ego. Because you know it's the ego when they're gonna not fight their ego for you and tell you to go anyway. Because people feel those things, but they're still able to hold those tears in until you walk out the door and see you smiling on the way out. And they deal with it on their own time. But this is somebody that wouldn't do that. They would guilt somebody. They would. They'd lie. They'd cause chaos. They'd make them scared to, like, leave, threaten their life. I mean, they would do a lot of shit here, yeah. Because they're very insecure. It's all very obvious that this person really does need to vibrate higher, but I think they're refusing to. And so now this King of Cups is like, yeah, nah, I gotta go. And I think this person has struggled with this moment because of how fragile this energy is, but no, this is the type of energy that will condition you to believe that they're a lot more fragile than they are. They can be fragile. Everybody's fragile. Their fragility is not your... It's almost like this person has attached themselves to the hip like a child, but they're a grown-ass woman. That's a problem. I have a married and third party, his mother, I hope, or someone else. Yeah, that's the truth. Look. Yeah. Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, Six of Cups. Yeah, look. It's like somebody's going to be recognized, they're going to be seen, they're going to have somebody who's generous with true love, and it's like this person's probably deprived of that. Like, they don't have that. They have attachment and obsession and codependency and, like, you know, guilt trips and take care of me and, you know, exactly, whining, and we want to be winning. Yeah, like, come on now, like, you gotta figure it out. I don't know, you're gonna have to figure it. That's your problem. Your emotions and regulating them are your problem. God, it's like, I heard, if this is their mother, dude, it's just unacceptable. I hope it's not. I hope it's like, I mean, it shouldn't be how anyone is, but it is what it is. But, like, in the environment, there's somebody here that's leaving. They're breaking away. They're setting a boundary because they are invested in being a King of Cups. That's who they're meant to be. And there's a counterpart here, which is a divine blessing. Somebody that's meant for their mind, their makeup. the nurturing that they've been probably deprived of for a very long time in life. And they probably like a self-abandoned for everybody. And tears and stuff can't keep this person, like, King of Cups, you're gonna have to dash out if you need to, or call somebody. I mean, you know, it's like, I don't care what they say. I am hearing different things, y'all. I'll never forgive you. You better not. Da, da, da. No, none of that. No, if you're going to stop me from my chariot, then yeah, I better. I'm going to have to. Because it's hurting me what you're doing. You're saying I'm hurting you, but you don't care about my happiness. It's like, what the fuck? And that makes me like that makes me just want to like, it's just not a good feeling for him, for the King of Cups, okay? Period. It's not fair. Yeah. And somebody's very unhealed here. And they think that they can just fix that by getting more social and getting busier. No. They need to start working on their healing. That's what needs to happen. And maybe one day you can be a safe energy in this person's energy. But that's what happens, y'all. When we get older and we have things to lose and we have things to, like, fight for, it's like, yeah, there's got to be boundaries. And I'm sorry, if you don't meet the bare minimum of, like, being healthy in my energy, you're not allowed in it. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my mom. You know, shame on you for trying to set the bar so low for me. Or encouraging me to do that just because of your ego, because you can't be, or whatever the reason is. It's like, fuck that. I'm going to be that way. If you can be that way to me, I'm going to be that way to you. You know what I mean? It's one of those moments. Yeah. Because you keep missing out on opportunities to be financially independent and proud of, you know, comfortable. And yeah, so maybe this person has been like, yeah, this is heartbreaking. Wow. Somebody literally criticizes somebody and lies to break their heart over and over again to get them to not leave. This is terrible. This is abusive as hell. Shame on you, Queen of Coins in reverse. Unbelievable. And here he is probably worried about this person's fragility. You should be worried about your own King of Cups. That's terrible. Yeah. It's time for you to go after your passions, is what I'm saying. It's time for a new authentic start where there's a new spark, and you find your own expressive spark here. And you're not just somebody's caretaker or, I don't know, extension of themselves. You know? Yeah. Look, you got unconditional love here. How exciting. Oh my God. And the 10 of Cups? And you're not taking action towards that? Because you got to have boundaries. Yeah. You got to have boundaries. I don't care how much they cry. You can cry with them and be like, okay, we can both cry. It's sad. I'm so sorry you feel this way. I hope that you figure it out. I love you. I hope that you love me one day, how much I love you. Because it's like everything I've done and all the moments in which I've lost opportunities or I've stayed behind here to... just so that you're not as afraid, it's never good enough. You would literally hold me captive here, knowing that I could be happy, and yeah, that's terrible. That's a no. That is absolutely no. Yeah, this person doesn't go within, they don't self-reflect, they only focus on the way things look on the outside. What's outside of them. That's it. They're very selfish and they only care about themselves. They don't have any follow through. They have a lack of mentality. They're very lazy. They procrastinate. So it's like you're asking for like the most and you're doing the least. So I you know, it's like you have all the energy to do the most to cause this person like overload, trying to control them from leaving. Why don't you put all that energy into going within? Exactly. Because you don't want to. You're entitled. But this is this person's path in life, and you're not the right partner or person to be around for him. He's not happy What about his happiness? So if this person says, I'm not happy though, when is my happiness going to matter to you? And even if it doesn't matter. It matters to me. It sucks that it doesn't matter to you. It's very telling if that's the case. Yeah, this person literally breaks this person's heart over and over again. And they know how to do it too. This is somebody that's ruthless. Ruthless. So abusive. They even tell them lies to hit them like below the belt. It's terrible. This is somebody who criticizes and cuts somebody down and makes them feel small and takes away their confidence. And ugh, you yucky person, you. Ugh, you're just... And they're greedy, entitled, and fuck that. Let them cry, King of Cups. Let them. Yeah. You got somebody here that is charitable and generous. Can you imagine? It's the opposite. This is what you need. And it's like if you've been giving towards this person instead of your counterpart and instead of you, hell no. This person doesn't even deserve it. They don't do anything to raise their vibration knowing that it affects you. Hell no. Where is anyone to protect you? This has to be like your mom or something. Or like, yeah, it's got to be somebody real close. And it's like, because I'm like, where's your parents or somebody to defend you or something? And I thought, oh, okay, well, maybe it's your mom. Or it could be, just somebody that's been in your life. Just, I don't know, dude. It could be toxic baby mama. It could be toxic ex. I don't know, dude. This person is a liar and they exploit people and they lied to get you to break up with somebody. Oh my God. This person is a whole problem. I have no empathy for them. They can cry all they want. They can threaten unalive themselves. Whatever they want to do. Call somebody if you need to. And it's like if they hunt you down afterwards, you're gonna have to do what you gotta do with that too. You're gonna have to disappear and whatever you gotta do. Yeah. This is gonna be a heavy burden. But don't do it yourself. You've done enough. Go to your counterpart and talk to them. It's like, this is what's keeping you from being with this person? It's like, no. That person will actually nurture you and not ask for half as much. And they're going to care about your needs. It's going to probably feel a little foreign and uncomfortable. Yeah. Wow, this person's wicked, dude. Yeah. This is why this person protects their peace so much. They're so quick to, like, deactivate or give up or, like, damn. Yeah. They're so embarrassed about how impulsive it makes, how much of a bully this person is, or how impulsive or scattered their energy is, or how oppressive they've been, maybe to their own counterpart, when they should have communicated and they should have taken action to move forward with you and collaborate with you. This is the tower they're trying to avoid. Wow. That's okay, hon. The Queen of Cups will forgive you, hon. That's a tower you can face with her. You don't have to do that alone. Go to her. Please. Please, God. Please do. I don't know. It's a Queen of Cups, which is their divine counterpart. It's somebody that they know they love, and they have been putting on the back burner for somebody that's, like, completely horrible and a huge, just so evil. Yeah, this is what's fair. Justice. That's what's fair. Yeah. And somebody's got to choose. It's like, do I want to have a relationship that is money oriented and in my ego, very ego based, or do I want to escape this trap, liberate myself, go through the obstacles, and do the moral thing, the right thing, the one I know is gonna make me feel happiness instead of living a lie, holding on and being greedy and possessive to loneliness and isolation and love bombing and gaslighting, and it's like a fake 2 cups. No, I don't want a manipulated 2 cups anymore. You know, it's like, yeah, it's like that energy. Hell yeah. This person, yeah, you need to, King of Cups, you need to get into your King of Wands so that you can put some fire behind it and head towards your 10 of Cups here. Because there's unconditional love, and you can't be greedy with it. You cannot be greedy or corrupt. You cannot toxify this energy. So that's why there has to be a hard boundary, because this person needs to know that you are serious. They're not going to screw it up for you. And that's not being mean. That it's not your fault that this person, whether it's your mother, your friend, your ex, your whatever they are, your sister, I don't know. It's not your fault that they're this way. But they're guilting you into thinking that it's your responsibility. And that's not true. This is abuse. Wow, dude. It's crazy that the Queen of Cups, I feel like this King of Cups is so embarrassed to even discuss this because he feels so guilty, because all he wants to do is give towards his counterpart who deserves it, who's actually a sweetheart, who's actually like willing to love him, and like, but he feels so guilty and obligated because this could be somebody like his mother, or like somebody that just marionettes him and uses, and it's so hard for him to say no or have boundaries. You know, maybe he grew up not being able to have those. If this is a narcissist, it really feels like it. And it's like, it's time for, you know, there to be equal. It's time for you to get back, and also for this feminine. But she feels you, I feel like. Even if you haven't talked to her, I feel like she intuits this and knows. She loves you. This situation has sucked probably, and it's hurt her, but I feel like she knows that you've hurt more. Like on an energetic level, I feel like you guys are connected or something, telepathic or something. Yeah, and you leaving is what's fair, deemed by the universe. But you need to, you know, don't just be in your King of Cups. You got to get in your King of Wands energy as well. You know, you got to be brave. Put some fire behind it. Yeah, look, the Lovers. Yeah, you got to work hard at the Lovers. Exactly. You got to have courage, and you might not know everything, but you got to be able to show leadership. And you haven't trusted your better judgment on that because somebody probably taught you, oh, you don't need to do all that. Change doesn't require actual work or studying. You're just not compatible with them then. It should be easy. No, that's somebody that doesn't love you, and they know that they suck, and they're not willing to learn, so they want you to settle for somebody who believes in delusion, when that's not true. The Lovers absolutely requires putting in your top tier effort. It's like the one thing, how can you be proud of something and want to protect something that you don't even lift a finger for? What do you mean? If it means something to you, you'll protect it. You'll nourish it. You'll garden the garden. You know? The garden needs a gardener. It's green where you water it. And this person has been blocking your intuition and isolating you. Or they've been blocking you from going within. This could be like a very all up in your grill, over engulfing, smothering energy. Yeah, that's why you've been so scattered. Because you never can hear your own thoughts and go within and then be by yourself. And that's why you feel nervous and like panicky when you try. This person is, what horrible. This person is your hidden enemy, which is terrible. And they've been third-party interference. I'm assuming this is not the first time. Anytime you want to take quick action or actually communicate, this person is excessively harmful or distracts you with partying or interferes. Anytime you say you're going to do something, that's why you can't. This person is the sabotage. They're sabotaging you. And they're so selfish. And you got to get the hell away from them. Seriously. Yeah. This is such a lack of support. This is like partying with your friends, smacks without love. And it's like you already know where the Queen of Cups is? Oh, hell no. Oh, nice. Are you excited to go to Washington? Have you been there before? Yeah, so somebody wants out of the cold. They're doing their shadow work so that they can be happy. Or they see you as their happiness. And they're being disillusioned. And they're seeing things from a different perspective about these boundaries. Wow. And about what an emperor really is. I'm so proud of you. Hell yeah. This is making somebody real resentful. Nobody cares. Because this person's building a new skill anyway. And this is making somebody feel real unbalanced. And nobody cares. You're going to have to figure that out. Yeah. This love bombing and manipulation isn't going to work. Because they're going to do the work. Even if they have to travel to France. Even if they have to disappear and go to a cabin in the woods where you're never going to find them. Going off the grid so that they can do their shadow work. Yeah, because they are done living as an empty shell of a person. Just with no heart. And no follow through. Lazy. They're escaping. They're liberating themselves. They don't want to be your victim anymore. So, no matter how many obstacles you try to put in front of this person's, it doesn't matter. They're going to figure it out with their counterpart. Or even just on their own. It was bad. It was a bad plan or decision and guidance to make any hasty decision. So if this... That's another thing narcissists do, y'all. When they want their way, they, like, spring shit on you and tell you got to decide now. Or you got to, like, they make you feel nervous to trust your own inner compass. And you just kind of look to them on what to do. And no. There's going to be no conflict. There's going to be balance. It doesn't matter if you're going to want to compete and be destructive. Nobody's going to be competing with you. That you're going to have to look at that. Doesn't matter what you threaten. Even if you threaten money, it doesn't matter. Nobody's competing for this 10 of coins. Keep it. Nobody's going to be part of a conflict. Period. Yeah. This is all this greed, this possession, this is a lie. This is disharmony. This is like, yeah, somebody wants real love. And facing the tower, maybe it means an ending, like a real ending, yeah. Or an ending to putting money before love and missing out on actual good opportunities. But somebody can't win at all costs, and I feel like they've finally find a person now that they're worth making a sacrifice for. And I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be like offensive, but this really isn't a sacrifice. This is like the healthiest thing that for this King of Cups that they could possibly do. Like they've been needed to do this. They've been needed to make a decision. They've been avoiding it and self-trashing with third parties and being a player and not having emotional fulfillment for too long. It's time to take action. And even if they have to work their way out of poverty, like literally, and do their shadow work, which is scary as shit, as long they see somebody as their happiness or they see happiness for themselves, they are choosing their happiness. And you're not going to distort what their happiness is either. Their happiness is their happiness. Period. Yeah, somebody's disillusioned. They're making mindful choices and they have a new perspective. And they're going to have strong boundaries like an emperor. Period. Doesn't matter if you're resentful. Somebody's learned some new skills, y'all. About being unhealed and this emotional manipulation and these hasty decisions, these careless decisions. They're not staying in this headspace anymore. They're not dealing with this misfortune and this bad karma or cycles that are never closed out or ever reach their full potential. They're not doing it. They're not this is a pain. This is going to be a crushing ending, and they're allowing it. They're taking their energy back and they're leaving. Wow. King of Cups. Yeah. And you got to hide this, Spirit saying. You got to hide this. Yeah, this might be your mom, man. I'm so sorry. Jeez. You gotta hide where you're going. You gotta hide who you work with. It's so sad. That's how fucking toxic and psycho this person is. I'm so sorry. Oh my God. No wonder you're so afraid. I feel your energy. Fuck that shit. It doesn't exist. Because you know why? Think of the happiness. Close your eyes in the middle of them screaming and yelling, whatever they're doing. And keep walking. Just keep going. And smile while you do it peacefully. Block out the noise. And make a phone call. Get them, you know, if they're dangerous, do whatever you gotta do. But smile at the end of it. Don't let this person take away that walk out of the matrix. Smile while you do it. Block out any other noise and just be happy and excited, because this is your chapter. It's freaking awesome. I'm so sorry, dude. This person sucks. They're so selfish. Jeez. Oh my God, they're so selfish. Well, you're gonna know a whole new world, because this Queen of Cups is literally the opposite, and it's probably gonna feel a little weird. And you know what? She's like the best type of person to go through that process with. The Queen of Cups is like psychic. She'll feel you on a whole nother level. And I know it's gonna be one hell of a interesting experience getting that from somebody else and not your own mother, hon. But that's why God sent you this person. Because they know that that's what you needed. And you deserve that, period. Some bonds aren't meant to... Some things aren't bonds, and they're karmic ties, even if it's your family. Some things aren't meant to stay bound, you know. It's not a bond if it's like this. It's not a bond if you feel weak and like you can't go after what you are proud of. If you feel fragile because they're fragile, no. If you miss every signal and sign, no. It's time for change. So yeah, that's your reading, love. Wow. This is epic. I'm so happy for you. Freaking sick. I'm so excited, dude. I'm smiling for this person. I'm like, yo, I swear to God, you better. I'm going to post this reading and you watch it 50 times if you have to. But stop wasting time. I feel like you have an open heart chakra. I don't know how you did it, but you had a realization. And I feel like you've been overly giving and sacrificial and kind and just overly, my God. Yeah. A man can't feel like a man in this energy. This is terrible. It makes this person feel weak. Because it's like a immature feminine that's like so erratic and chaotic and controlling and selfish that they're like masculine, you know. And it's like, no, you're the boss, King Cups. All right. Yeah, hell's yeah, that's right. We gotta be King of Wands, King of Cups, King of Swords with that boundary. And it's like once you're with your counterpart, Emperor for sure. Yeah, look, that's the truth. That's a new start. A new start. Stable, reliable. You know, you're probably going to have... It's like maybe this person keeps this masculine bound by, like, with money or makes them feel like... I don't know, dude. It's whatever it is, it's very toxic, okay? And just believe in yourself that you don't... Whatever this person is giving you, I promise. You don't need it, okay? Yeah. This person has to tell somebody the truth about something. They have to be honest about this missed opportunity. Yeah. Yeah, somebody's got to tell somebody something. You need to put this burden down and face this tower instead of being erratic and, you know, going around it. They need to follow their heart this time. This is about the heart and their heart, not anyone else's feeling or input, their feelings. Somebody needs to tell you about why they avoided this conflict and didn't have boundaries and why there was a missed opportunity. Yeah. Oh my God, babe, let's go. You tell her. She wants to know. She wants to know all about it. She wants to hold you like, you know, that, like a little boy. Okay, for real. I'll give you forehead kisses, I'm sure. I just saw that in my head. Aw, you guys. Shut up. Stop it. Okay, let's see. What's going on, collective? You guys got any questions I can help you with? This is a cute reading. It's really sad and fucked up, but it's very precious too. It's so hopeful. It's like a happy ending. I know it isn't for this miserable person over here, but who cares? It's like, that's not your problem anymore. Don't even think about that. I know it, but you're gonna realize how much time you've wasted already, because it's never gonna be appreciated anyway. Yeah. Yeah, somebody wants to return and have this commitment. They want to get enthusiastic again, but they might be in a bad financial position by doing this. Oh my God, I don't care if you're homeless. Get away from her. Get the hell out of there. Okay? You'll figure it out. That's what having faith is like. But that's an energy that makes you not even believe in faith. They make you afraid. They make you complacent. They condition you to live for them. You're going to have to be completely rewired. Yep. Because this is what's your wheel of fortune. Look at this. This is your destiny. This is a fated connection. Wow, what a love story, y'all. I'm like cheesing as hell right now. Stop it. Yeah. Here you've been a emperor in reverse. Or you have a father figure that is not, they're very unfeeling and they fail to lead. It's like somebody fails to lead, but they have these true feelings. And it's because they're dealing with unbalanced, manipulative feminines, okay? They need to trust their better judgment now, because something is literally part of their destiny. It's from the divine. And I'm assuming it has something to do with the counterpart. They need to trust these new feelings, this new love, this new business, this new inspiration. It's part of your wheel. It's a blessing. It's part of your good karma. You just got to trust your better judgment about this strength and reverse energy, because you can't allow it. Don't let anyone bullying you or constantly berating you. Silence it. And you fight for the strength. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that was the reading. Wow, beautiful. I'm so excited for this person, dude. Sick, like. Alright, guys. Let's see. Okay, so let's see if you have any questions. Let's see. My child has top English. Oh, nice. Crucified and died. Sister also is on door as I go home within a tent. Oh no, are you struggling right now, love? Go back to school. What now? She calls me dude. Stay blessed, still blessed. Tyler, how's yeah? This resonates with you, Tyler. I'm rooting for you. You deserve the happiness and the nurturing and all of it. You need to put your happiness and your life as top priority, especially if you've sacrificed already for this energy. Yeah, exactly. You gotta believe that you deserve it. You gotta believe that. Oh my God, this person has had you believe that their happiness is more important when they don't even, they're just entitled. No. And once you're healed, you're going to have to forgive yourself for that, because it's not your fault. This person purposely, like, really went in on you. They didn't want you to take action towards having financial independence, so maybe that's how they kept you there. Maybe, like, they made you fear not being able to make it out there alone, you know, on your own. But I feel like you're with your counterpart, you'll be fine. It's like, yeah, somebody's learning that there's some things you can't, you gotta put the effort in. So, yeah, this is exciting. She thinks I'm weak. Why? Who cares? If it's like anything like this energy, it doesn't matter what they think, they're delusional. Yeah. Alright guys, you guys got any questions, or should I move on to the next thing? Let me know. Well, align your chakras if you can, and then manifest in your counterpart. 6 years I did not know it even existed. Oh yeah, there's some wild shit out here, y'all. Be careful. Yeah, it resonated with you, love. I'm so glad that you found this message. Don't worry if you missed any. I will be posting it later.